not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the NutriBurst, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There's just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new Immune Tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super, super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit and get you some glasses from Firmoo. Come on in. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all doing? What's going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. Okay, I'm a little early, I know. So I am going to give everyone a chance to get into the room before I actually start the show. So like real life moment. Okay, so it was brought to my attention that I'm coming off a certain way, like I'm on edge or something. And I've been sitting with that thought, and I've been like kind of looking at myself. And it's funny because whenever I get up here, like literally a switch goes on and it's like, okay, now we're in Bondi Blue mode and now we do our thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fully in control. And I feel like there's a level of understanding that people who don't do YouTube don't necessarily have about how it sometimes feel like people see you as a dumping ground for all of their negativity. And there are people that come to our videos just to hate on us. There are people that come on videos just to argue. And there are days when I feel like giving people exactly the energy that they are coming to get. And there are other times that I ignore. You know what I'm saying? There are way more times that I ignore than I don't. And I think sometimes when I do respond, people like take this attitude as if, oh my God, why are you responding? What you talking about? You're, overreacting. And it's like, I need for everybody to like, chill and realize that Bondi's a human being too. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when I get up here, I always try to give y'all like the best of the energy that I have. You know what I'm saying? So when it's not being perceived in that way, I sometimes feel like, oh, wow, like, let me be caught off guard by the fact that I thought I was giving positivity and really like in my videos, taking more of an approach of reading people down to their, their understanding of them as people and not necessarily always, oh, hair, look at how you look a mess and, bitch and, da-da-da. Like, I feel like I have definitely grown past that. And even though I still try to be as, authentic in a moment as I can, I still feel like sometimes I have to get, you know what I'm saying? I have to give. Like I have to say how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Um, and when it's perceived as anything other than that, I just sometimes I don't know how to handle that. Like I'm like, okay, because once you've done this for a while, you realize that, yeah, you need to have like the thought process not to ignore everything. That's when people say that you don't, oh, y'all don't know how to accept criticism. It's like that's such a blanketed statement and such an ignorant statement, because you have no idea the criticism that I listen to or that I do take into consideration, or, things of that nature. Like you have no idea the thought that is put into something that I now consider my business and my baby, and something that I built from the ground up. Like from 0 followers to, what, 80 something thousand at this point, you know what I'm saying? With views every week, you know what I'm saying? Like people come to see me every week. I get, you know what I'm saying? I get love up here, you know what I'm saying? So it's such a weird place to be in sometimes, because you want to balance hearing people out and then still being a human being and still being real and honest about how you feel about things. And, it's not always the easiest thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was on my spirit to speak on that. Just saying. It was on my spirit to speak on that. And sometimes I like to just have these conversations online, because I feel like people really don't get it. And sometimes it needs explaining, like the thought process of having to balance people's opinions versus who you are and being yourself, but also not staying in your comfort zone, but also not allowing people to change you and what is authentic to you. It is a extreme balancing act, and you do it in front of people every day and now on live. You know what I'm saying? So when I feel like I'm getting up here and giving people positivity and trying to be entertaining, and it feels as if it's not coming off in that way, that is like, sometimes it's a blow. Sometimes it's a blow. Sometimes it's something I have to swallow. Sometimes it's something I have to like look at. And I am an introspective person. So when people think that I am, just up here running my mouth, it's just like, you obviously don't really listen to what I say. Or, other people's feel that your feelings are attached to however you feel about me and what you think I should be saying. And, that's fine too. But, Tina said, as a bonbon from the BGC days, I can assure you the only thing that's changed is the production quality. Well, I do try to continue to get better at this. You know what I'm saying? You're human, Bondi. You're not perfect, and no one is. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. I normally don't like when people say they don't pay attention to the comments because those people support you, disagree or not, but I understand, do what's best for your health. And listen, that's why I do the lives. That's why I do the lives. You know what I'm saying? So that I can see what y'all are saying here. And there are times when I do see comments. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all know, because sometimes I comment back. But no, I am not going to take a chunk out of my day to look through hundreds of comments and then see hundreds of great comments, like them, love them, and then you get to the 10, 12, 13, whatever number that is negative, but it still stays in your mind and the energy is now on you. And I'm a very empathetic and I really do feel like I'm an empathic type of person. And it's hard to shake energies once the mood has been altered. You know what I'm saying? So, show up for the lives if you want me to see it. And even then, I can't always be in the chat because I actually have to like give you the content. You know what I'm saying? Which requires me to be doing multiple things at one time, because unlike Wendy Williams and everybody, I do this all myself. I'm not reading off a prompter. I am rolling my own prompter. Okay. I am moving production. I do not have a director. Okay. I am editing. I have, what I'm saying? Like everything. You're doing everything and having to do it all at one time. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's a lot sometimes, and people, they can be assuming. I'll say that, assuming. Okay. So now that I've gotten that off my chest, and it's 1:33 and there are 200 of y'all in the room, I feel like I've given it enough time, and we can go ahead and transition. Okay, transition into the actual shows that we're here to talk about because that's what y'all are really here for, right? Y'all are really here for the shows. So let's go ahead and get into it. First one is growing up hip hop. It was not much. It wasn't. But we're going to talk about what it was. That's what we're going to do. So, you guys, the beginning of the episode starts out with our girl Cree sitting down with Uncle Luke so that they can have a pleasant conversation about this showcase. And I felt like Luke was definitely going to do this, especially once he sat down with Cree, because I feel like Uncle Luke definitely recognizes the benefit in being in these spaces on this show. Just saying. I really do hope that it's about his relationship with Cree, but there is a part of me that feels like, just like Peppa and some of the other parents, y'all realize that this helps y'all stay relevant as well. Okay. Whether it is positive or negative, you being seen, you being a part of the conversation is you remaining relevant when otherwise people may not be speaking about you or even talking about you on social media. But here we are talking about Luke and the Two Little Crew. Okay. But he speaks about how back in the day he used to have a crush on Peppa. And once Cree explains that Peppa and some of the other Hollywood parents will be there, he feels like, okay, I'm gonna have to look at my schedule as if I got shit popping. I mean, they about to bring Freaknik back. Who knows what Uncle Luke has planned out there in Miami for all the ass shaking that goes down. Okay, because Uncle Luke can always come out and throw damn, and they're going to throw the ass in a circle because it's just what the beat does to you. Okay, so yeah. They, have this conversation and he explains how back in the day, none of the New York rappers had respect for the Southern rappers. I was like, child, that was going on for a long time until Baby and Master P came in situation and basically told everybody, next motherfucker that say something, I'm shooting them. Like, that was the energy. Like, either accept that we here or we can get into some gangster shit. Like, that was basically the mode that the South took when Hot Boys and Master P and all of them came out. Okay. So yeah, it hasn't been the same ever since. Y'all didn't put respect on our name out here ever since then, but it took Uncle Luke being out, in all honesty, for all rappers to get their sensory advisory little labels on their CDs so they can say whatever the fuck they want to say. So always, pay homage to those of us that had to go to court so that you can tell people that you're gonna fuck them in the throat. Just saying. But the conversation with Uncle Luke and Cree was real cool to me. Okay, like I actually was like, oh, all right, look at y'all joking and enjoying each other's company. All right, this might be cute, even though when we talk to Cree, it's kind of like the relationship is still wherever it was, which is stagnant. But you hope that these moments help because at the end of the day, you are that girl daddy, man. Like, she has a father, correct, but you the pappy. And a relationship, especially when you guys are around each other in this way, y'all are in the same industry. Like, I almost feel like Cree works in the industry that she does as not only, a continuation of what her stepfather did, but also as a pay attention to me. I am in your industry. I'm successful. You should be proud that I'm your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is Cree's energy all the time when it comes to Luke. And I feel that. So I really hope that they can get that situation together because that's just tough. So Tretch, y'all. Tretch goes to meet with TT and Sean this episode so that he can get some understanding about what's going on with the family. He's feeling a way about how he feels everybody ganged up on Egypt when she went to Jamaica without Sam because he was not invited. Okay. And Tretch also isn't feeling the fact that Sean was there with no shirt on, all up in the business. Tyran went with him as well. Tretch asked about what happened in Jamaica, and Sean, who was a huge fan, obviously, and was super duper nervous to be around Tretch. And then Tretch has this energy of, yeah, you a fan, nigga? Okay, let's have a conversation first because I have a problem with you coming at my daughter as if you were a part of the family. And from what I understand, y'all still not married as of today. So guess what? You were not part of the family. You didn't even have no baby back then. So yeah, I don't appreciate the way you was talking to my daughter about the familial situation with your girlfriend. Okay. Like, why was you even in it? And Sean was like, honestly, I was on my way to the pool and they snatched me up. So I didn't even really want to be a part of that conversation. But the only thing I said was that I felt like Egypt was definitely pushing a lot of the people in her life away for Sam. And I think we can all agree to that. I think we can all agree that Egypt ostracized a lot of people, and so did Pepper, really, so that y'all can keep Sam's weird ass around and feeling as if he is important. It is just really weird, you know? And Tretch is also upset about the fact that Egypt and TT have not talked ever since TT had her baby. And they go into how they grew up together and they came up together and they took baths together. And they, just can't believe that they're at this point where they're not even having conversations with one another about major life moments as in kids. Like, I do think that's weird. I do think that's weird. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, y'all, I have issue with people in my family. I do. Like, obviously, I would have issue with people in my family. And if I were told, hey, the baby, blah, 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 I'm going to come. I'm going to come because it's not your baby's fault that you're an asshole. Regardless, I love you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to still be there because families have fights. Families have disagreements. Families have arguments. But I feel like you should always put your bullshit aside for the kids, first of all. And I also feel like nobody wants to completely say fuck they, at least not in my family. I don't want to completely say fuck anybody in my family for the long haul without still being open because I love them that much. Okay. But at the same time, they tend to test me and I have to protect my energy. Okay. It's just how it goes. Yes, I saw that they had nose jobs. It is unfortunate that everybody feels the need to look like somebody shot the nose off their pharaoh, but let them do what they want to do. They got Pepper in them as parents. They grew up in Jamaica. I'm surprised they're all still the same skin tone, and I'm questioning that. I look at TT all the time like, are you the same skin tone? Inquiring minds want to know. Because y'all Jamaican ladies are much like the African ladies. Y'all like to powder y'all skin color down. I don't know what y'all do that for, because I don't know, do people really think you're prettier? Okay. I mean, I guess. Anyway, moving on from there, TT says that even though she understands Stretch wanting them to talk to each other, she has her own shit going on. And he didn't even mention about Dawn telling everyone, including Egypt, that Sean was cheating on TT. Okay. And Stretch is like, man, listen, shit like that happens. Back in the day, Wendy Williams gets on the radio and says she saw Stretch at the mall with a girl, and Pepper is about to crash her car trying to call me to find out what's going on. She heard that comment and ran with it. And I'm like, what? I'm not even da-da-da-da-da. So he's like, that's bullshit. That's not even important. Y'all should, put that aside. Okay. Not even a big deal. Sometimes you hear things and you feel a way, and that's understandable, but we family, let's move past it. Let's sit down and talk and move past it. Okay. Then TT and her mom spent some time together this episode, and TT's mom is much the same like Tretch. Y'all need to talk. Y'all need to handle it. I am committed to fixing it. Okay. So mom calls Pepper and they say, yeah, we can meet up. We can talk, but y'all got to come to Vegas. And it's like, okay, fine. We'll come to Vegas. Okay. If we got to go to Timbuktu so we can fix this situation with our family, then that's what we gonna do. Okay. And honestly, y'all, no. I'm not opposed to cutting family off when you need to. I really am not. But I also feel like in my life, my family has been such a source of positivity for me. My aunts, my uncles, my mom, my dad, my grandparents, all my cousins, you know what I'm saying? My sister, my sisters, my brother. Like at one point or another, everybody has poured into me in a way that made me the well-rounded person that I am. Okay. So I have a lot of appreciation and love for them for what they were to me when I was growing up. Okay. And that's why I will always have a level of openness for them because they made me. You know what I'm saying? So I always have to be open for them in some way. But y'all know I am a boundaries person. And I also don't give what is not given to me. So the love can be there, but I can love you from afar. Oops. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. I agree too. Like I'm telling y'all, I really do feel like TT and Egypt need to talk and figure this situation out because Egypt is being immature. TT was just trying to show her that Sam wasn't worth shit. But at some point, you have to let people be fucked up, TT. You got to let people do what they're going to do. Okay? Because I'm sure there are some people that wouldn't want you to be with Sean's ass, considering his suspect energy. Okay, and what I mean by that is he doesn't seem 100% trustworthy based off the cheating and whatever else was going on in their relationship. It just seems like, you know what I'm saying? You know? And because of that, I'm sure there are people that might feel away, even though they don't, because he's white. And I think that they're very happy to whiten up the line and have a white man in the family. Y'all know them island people be feeling like that. Okay, child, not just the island people, but in general, it seems like, oh, we whitening the line up. Everybody's excited. So it doesn't matter that he may not be worth shit. He white, he got money, he Ben Affleck, we happy. Okay, and that's what it feels like. But I still feel like Sam is crazy as fuck. And it's not like TT was really tripping. He was doing things and saying things that I feel like was creating like space between Egypt and her family so he can have more control. Peppa is somebody that's easily mentally controllable as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if Peppa seemed like she might have been a super duper senior. I'm going to just say that and let it go. Savannah meets with JoJo's daughter, y'all, Casey and JoJo of Jodeci. Y'all, when I saw him, I was like, oh, wow, JoJo looks so good. I was like, oh my God, y'all, JoJo look, because the last time I saw JoJo on a reality show, he was drunk and he looked a mess. And he looked so healthy and happy and not with the dark circles under his eyes. Like, I was just like, oh my God, JoJo looks so good. And then we get this whole little conversation with Savannah and JoJo's daughter, Sequoia. Okay, she's a new cast member. I have a picture. Okay, she's a new cast member. Super, super cute. Terrible attitude from what we can tell. Apparently, even though she's talented, okay, they were listening to her music in the studio. I like the song she performed at the showcase. She seems very talented, very beautiful. Terrible attitude. Apparently, she has issue with Angela Simmons because 11 years ago, Angela Simmons was dating her baby daddy. Girl. 11 years ago, my good girl. 11 years ago, my good girl. Okay? Girl, I guess if you want to have a problem with another grown-ass woman over some dick that was not for you, then go ahead and play yourself like that. That's your decision. So after that, y'all, we getting ready for this showcase, right? We getting ready for the showcase. And we get a little clip where we see Brianna perform. Y'all told me Brianna sang. I did not know. Okay, I saw her get up on stage and sing her little Erykah Badu sugar that. And then she goes to smoke a cigarette right after. I said she has a picture in her mind of the toxic but cool black female that she is. And she's going to stick to it. That's what she's going to do. And if that's what you want to do, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Okay. So the showcase. Uncle Luke hits on Peppa. All right. All of the OGs meet up. Everybody's happy to see one another. When Sequoia gets there, Tanise is like, oh my God, I didn't know whether you or your mom. Like, I didn't know because when I first saw your mom, I was like, oh, she's so young. But then I saw you and I was like, oh, well, she can't be her mama. But y'all look so close in age. You know, it wasn't shade. She was saying your mom looks so young. You know, y'all both look great. But Sequoia, I want to explain, no, you don't look old, but you do have a old bitter bitch energy to yourself. You definitely have I listen to Betty Wright, smoke cigarettes, and clean my house on Saturday mornings. And, you know, I give my nigga the blues. Like, yeah, you do, like, you have an energy like that. And I think that's an old bitch energy, okay? It's not, you know, I don't know if it's your fault, but you need to deal with that, sis. Like, you have an energy about y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know the aunties, okay? They be cool sometimes, but you know they always mad at they nigga for some reason, okay? So they always got an attitude. They always on edge. You have to ask yourself whether you want to invite them to shit sometimes because you don't know what they move gonna be like, okay? But they always cute, you know what I'm saying? They always pretty. But they just always sometimes got a boot in their face. So it comes off like you's an old bitter bitch. Like, that's what it come off as, okay? Especially standing next to your mama that look like she's decided to stop aging at some point. Like, yeah, bitch, you're aging yourself and your mom has decided to stop aging. So at some point, y'all are going to meet in the middle. Absolutely. Tanise was not trying to play you. But Sequoia took it as shade. So now it's like everybody in the Simmons family is coming for me. It's like, are they though? There are a lot of people in that family that you have not even met yet. Are they coming for you? Are they? Are they though? Okay. If that's how you feel, girl, that's okay. So Peppa gets lost backstage, which is why I just be like, y'all, what? Okay. Okay. Like, do y'all remember when Cole had that girlfriend in season 5 of Martin Shanice? It's like he had met his perfect counterpart because she was so stupid too. Like, I hate to say this about Pep, but that's sometimes what Pep gives off, that, I'm here, but I'm not here energy. And it's just like, Pep, right here, Pep, right here. Read off the prompter, Pep. Don't think too hard. Y'all, I'm sorry. I skipped the part where Eric, JoJo, and Cree go to Judy's bonfire dinner on the beach, which I thought was super duper dope. And I've always wanted to do that. Like, have like a bonfire type situation on the beach at night, like the beginning of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Don't worry about it. It's not scary for me. It's what I want to do. I want to lay and look at the stars and all of that type of shit with the bonfire. I want to roast the marshmallows and shit, bitch. I want to do the whole thing. I want somebody to be there with a fucking guitar. Let's do this, okay? Like, yeah, I want the vibe, all right? So when I saw this, I was like, this is so cute. But also, why they're unicorns? Like, I do feel like Judy and the Brat are like like somebody mixed Lisa Frank with big booty ebony lesbians on Pornhub and just put them together. And this is what we get. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. But the Brat and Judy are like big booty lesbian Lisa Frank porn. I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot and I love it. But yes, the Brat agreed to be a part of the showcase, okay? But she did find it weird that there were artists that Eric had never seen his artist perform or something like that. Just real weird. Just real weird. And then we saw Tanise have a conversation with Vanessa about her being pregnant because she's announcing it to everybody and being worried about losing this baby like she did the last. And Vanessa just tells her, hey, just worry about where you are today. And right now, there's a beautiful baby growing in your womb. So just stay in that mindset. And I appreciated her for that. Back to the showcase. Peppa's lost. Okay. Peppa's lost. She gets on stage. All right. We got Twist Brother. He is voluntarily making his voice crack because that's some shit they do in Texas. I guess. To me, it sounds like people made it a thing to not be good at something. Then Eric's artist was stiff. You know what I'm saying? She was doing stuff, but I was just like, there's a disconnect in this performance. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of stiff. Then we had Sequoia. Sequoia's energy was weird on stage, and the Brat told her, it's obvious you're carrying something on your shoulders. Let it go on the stage, bitch. Let it go on the stage. Put it on the stage. She didn't do that. Then JoJo had the one good white artist that we saw, and she was eclectic and cool with her little guitar. Okay. And then we see Sam walking around backstage like Darth Vader. Okay, because he's always got some big fucking black hood on and shit, talking about he wants to check the sound. And Cree was like, sir, not on my watch. Not on my watch. You are a spectator. Go sit in the crowd and motherfucking spectate. All right? You don't need to check shit. You're not coming on stage. This ain't for you. And that's how you know he is always trying to steal her shine or in some way take the attention off of her, off of Egypt. Okay? And she is just so digmatized and young-minded and just much like her mom. It's like she's not firing on all cylinders. It's like it's not adding up for her. And that's so problematic for me because I feel like it's a level of not being present. As a young woman, to be in a relationship and be so unaware of what is actually taking place right in front of your eyes, and then to see your mom have that same mentality, that's scary for me. That's very scary for me to watch her be so like ignorant and almost like brainwashed. Like that's what it feels like a lot of the times watching Egypt and Sam. And he's bucking her up before she goes on stage and tells her that, he wrote the song, so it's also a representation of him. And I was just kind of like, okay, Samantha. Okay. Child, Egypt was the last one to go out on stage. And of course, everybody is worried about the way Peppa will actually judge because it's her daughter on stage. I don't even think it really matters. Peppa's one little vote isn't about to, really curtail anything. If your daughter not the best performer, everybody else is gonna say that, and your daughter not gonna be, the winner. It is what it is. Okay. But anyway, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna shift. Yeah, we're gonna shift. Okay. But yes, I just was like, I hope Egypt gives us something worth seeing. I really do. I hope that she gives us something that we can feel. I hope it's a good performance because I cannot recall ever really watching her perform, but I am also late to the growing up hip hop show. So just so y'all know that. Okay. Now we're done talking about them. Let me read the comments before I move on. Okay. Let's roll back up. Peppa on that stuff. Okay. She acting like they Barbara and Shirley and need to talk woman to woman. Yes. You're talking about Sequoia. Yes. Don't come back, Sequoia. This is why you're on the what? Pin you ultimate what? Ultimate season finale episode. Yeah. No, that you are on the second to last episode. Like how you get introduced on the second to last episode. What is that? Egypt comes off as airhead, dingy as fuck. Yes. Crystal said that's what Percocet does. Okay. Someone said, CC Freak said, where are Peppa's friends? I don't know. I think that Peppa has not grown up and all of her friends have. I think that's what's going on. You love the Brett and Judy. Aw, me too. There's just a lot to look at. And I often wonder, never mind. I'm going to move on from there. Judy and the Brat was filming their show. Yes, we're aware. Yep, Pep needs to stop hanging with the kids, hang with the adults. Child, that's if she had a mentality of an adult. I don't know if I plan on watching their show. I'm gonna watch it. I don't think I'm gonna review it, but I'm gonna watch it. How do y'all think Pyramid gonna do next week? Child, I don't know. I hope she pleasantly surprises us. I'm gonna say that. She hasn't taught self-preservation and is easily manipulated. Yes, that is really scary. I'm telling y'all. I don't like some agenda people, but whenever y'all call Sam Samantha, it tickles me. He is very much a man, but he does give Samantha energy. I feel like Sam is going to jump on stage in the middle of her performance. Yes, that's why he's dressed like fucking Batman. He's going to jump up on stage. Pep is stuck in the 90s. Child, in her mind. Okay? In her mind. They are a lot. They are a lot to look at, but a nice couple. Yes. No. I actually, I'm happy for Brat because it's been a long time coming. We've been waiting for Brat to come out of the closet 4 years now. 4 years. So we're happy that Judy was the one that got her to that point. Okay. It be these New Orleans girls. I be trying to tell y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Love After Lockup, you guys. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all are sharing me with your people who enjoy these ratchet shows, okay? And even if they don't, send them to me anyway. Never know, I give nuggets all over the place. All right, let's go ahead and start with Stan and Lisa, shall we? Yeah, let's. And now we're gonna shift. Oh wait, no, we're shifting. No. Up. Are we shifting? Up. No. I gotta change these damn screenshots, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna center myself. All right. Sorry. Let's go ahead. Stan and Lisa. Love After Lockup, y'all. Clock the time. So the episode starts off with Lisa trying to make us feel bad for her. Stan is so terrible. He's taking her down on her ass when he's kicking her down on her ass when she's trying to do better for her kids. Stan's homeboy comes over to his home with the Blue Lives Matter cap on, and I instantly got annoyed. There's no such thing as a blue life. Police departments were built off of slave catchers. That's why the energy is to continue to traumatize and abuse Black people specifically, because that's what you were always intended to do. It's annoying to me whenever I see Blue Lives Matter, because you guys have rules in place that you've made for yourselves and you don't follow them, and then you expect to get away with not following your own rules, and then you look at everybody else like they're the problem. Y'all are insane. So fuck Stan's homeboy and his hat. But Stan's homeboy had some solid advice though. Okay. And the solid advice was that he needed to talk to Lisa, because that was some terrible shit to tell her. At the end of the day, yes, she did not do right by her children, but she did not need to hear that from you. And if she wanted to be there for her children, that shouldn't have been a problem for you, because you have kids. And if your kids needed you, you would want someone to understand that you needed to be there for them. Okay. Your little slick ass comment was unwarranted and unneeded, and you needed to fix that situation. Okay. So Stan's homeboy gave good advice. All right. He calls her and asks her to meet up with him. Now, listen, Lisa took this time to go and get some extensions put in her head. I don't know what those extensions were supposed to give, but they gave, I can see the extension at the root. That's what it gave. It gave, this is not like, doing what it's supposed to do. I'm supposed to not know that this is fake. And I can see right up in here where you didn't clip the fake hair onto the real hair. And it's just like, oh, okay, so we just gonna do this. And it's all these different types of blonde hair. So some of it's curly, some of it's kinky, some of it's straight. And I was just like, okay, so we just out here looking a hot ass mess, huh, Lisa? Okay. And then we're gonna go put on a tight ass dress and heels we can't walk on and take our terrible attitude to see Stan down to the restaurant. Child, Stan called her to make this date. She showed up an hour late with a bad attitude on some fuck you type shit. I was just like, oh, girl. Okay. But this is the cat and mouse thing that Stan and Lisa like to do. You can tell they have like done this before, where he says something crazy and then he has to come and apologize, like she said. And then she plays hard to get. And then she takes him home and ties him up and pegs him. And everybody has a good time. Okay. Like that's the energy that we're getting. Okay. He apologized for what he said. And she says, well, you were out of line for saying that to me. That was fucked up. And you're going to give me my money back for the hotel I had to pay for. Okay. And he says it was exhaustion. Blame it on the alcohol. I was like, don't blame it on the exhaustion and the alcohol. I said, maybe you was hot. Maybe you take that rug up off your head so your scalp could breathe, so you could feel a little bit better, so you can not say fucked up things to people who you supposedly be trying to fuck. Like, how you gonna say something so cruel to this lady and think she gonna give up puss to you? That's not how this works, Stan. But Stan feel like, bitch, I've been doing all kind of stuff for you. You need to be happy to be here with me, and you need to only be worrying about me and not your son. Not your grown ass son. That's how Stan feels, which is unfair. But at the same time, I don't trust Lisa. I don't trust Lisa. I don't trust that Lisa was really on the phone with her son. I don't trust that she isn't trying to move another grown ass man into Stan's house so that they can rob him and leave him tied up in the basement. Okay, for his homeboy, where his Blue Lives Matter had to come on and find him, like, so he can get in contact with his homeboys down at the police department so that they can do something about it. Like, no. No. I don't trust Lisa. I don't. And I also felt that when he told her that it's time to go, let's go right now. Let's go right now. Okay. Let's go back to the place and let's get it in right now. He said, let's just hold each other right now. I was like, not right now. He said, let's go right now. I was like, not right now. Okay. When he said that, I was just like, I hope we don't see it, because y'all show us way too much of these nasty ass scenes with these couples. Okay. Like, it's nasty. It's nasty. It's so nasty. Everybody's nasty. Everybody is doing the most. Everybody is doing shit that is not a turn on to me. Bitch, I was more turned on by Billy Porter fucking on Ricky on Pose than I was by anything that has occurred on this show. It just continues to get more and more disgusting as we go on. Okay. This right here, this started off nasty because the way Stan looked at her in the eyes, let's go right now. I was just like, ew, I don't want to see this. Thank you so much, Bronze Mac, for the super chat. Toupe Le Pew is disrespectful as hell. He definitely gives a Pepe Le Pew vibe. That is fucking hilarious. Thank you so much for that. He definitely gives to Pay Le Pew. Listen, I'm gonna commit that shit to memory. So let's go ahead and move on from the disgust that is Stan and Lisa and move on to the disgust that is Deonte and Nicole. Okay. So y'all, Nicole is on the phone with her little prison bae when Dante shows up to the hair salon with all new clothes for her to wear out for dinner with Derek and her homeboy and her homegirl Audrey, who's also there at the hair salon. Okay. And Deonte feels like Derek is hating on him. And I'm just like, really, Deonte? Is that how you feel? You feel like Derek hating on you? You feel like your best friend hating on you? Your best friend ain't getting no cat? Is that what you're saying? He hating on you because you ain't getting no cat? Like, what? Why would he be hating on you when you up here getting used and abused and getting no kitty cat from this girl? Like, why would he be upset about that? Explain to me what is to be jealous about spending all of your hard earned money on a bitch who you don't know who doesn't want to fuck you. Explain to me. Explain to me how, where, what, when, why. Why would we be jealous of that? Why would we be hating on that? Somebody tell me. Okay, anyway, so when they all sit down, yeah, I'm sorry, Lyric must be coming inside and the dogs are reacting to that. I hope it's not that loud. So Derek asked Nicole, what are her intentions with Deonte? And she like, listen, I love this man, okay? And I don't care what nobody got to say. I love him. I said, girl, you know what to say, don't you? You didn't watch the right movie and you know the right lines to say in order to make everybody think you care so much about Deonte when you move in exact opposition to that, okay? So, Audrey is there, like I said, and she is speaking on Nicole's behalf. Oh, all she used to do was talk about Deonte this, Deonte that. She loved him. And Derek was like, bitch, I don't believe you. I don't believe you and I don't believe her. And that's what it is. Okay. Y'all on some bullshit. And then we see Nicole looking around and Deonte was like, bitch, what you looking for? Who you looking for? And she was like, oh, nobody, just my homegirl from prison. She said she was going to come. She might drop by. And Derek was like, did you fuck said homegirl from prison? And she was like, I caught you, bitch. Caught you. Caught you. Well, Nicole, you told on yourself. All right. And she basically admits that, she let the girl eat her punani or whatever. And she says that she only slept with her one time. And then Derek is like, so how many women did you sleep with in prison? And she was like 6, but only 4 of them were relationships. And Deonte is pissed because Deonte didn't know anything about this. And you let an old girl lick up on it and you wouldn't even let me put a finger in it. Like, that is sad. That is sad because that girl in prison did not even give as much as Deonte has given. Deonte has emptied his whole little check buying his bitch Marc Jacobs everything. And she won't even let him finger fuck her on the way to the restaurant. It is upsetting and disrespectful. Okay. So she walks outside to call old girl, who I guess was like, I don't have time for this foolishness. And Deonte follows behind her like, what the fuck, man? You up here embarrassing me in front of my homeboy. And she was like, what? What you mean? I ain't trying to disrespect you. And I love you. And I would be with you whether you had money or not. And I was just like, y'all just want to argue for the sake of arguing. Deonte think this arguing and drinking gonna end up in y'all fucking, but it's not. They end up kind of making up somehow. And I remember watching the scene like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like how y'all was just arguing about her inviting her prison bitch, to meet up with y'all. And now you okay with it, Deonte, I know you're going to DM me. So when you DM me, I'm gonna need for you to like verbatim explain what was going on in your mind when you understood that this girl was playing you like a soybean burger bitch and you still decided to go back inside with her arm in arm. I guess, I'm gonna get this pussy by any means necessary. I would have just taken all my shit back and given up. Take the L, take the loss. Because at this point, this is just sad and depressing that this girl invited somebody who she's fucking with to y'all date. And you up here like, I guess if she ain't show up, it's okay. Come on, Deonte. Where's the self-respect, sir? Where's the self-respect? Okay. They go back inside. They're getting ready to leave. And Derek is like, she'll be gone in 2 weeks. And she was like, no, I'll be here in 3 years. I'll still be here. I said, bitch, no, you won't. No, you won't. You won't. Derek is correct. You won't. Okay. Because we're now in the future and we know, guess what? You're not there. They get back to his place And like I said, he plop her down on that thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, what's up? You got that thing at attention, so what's up? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. And she was like, I told you I'm not ready for that. I ain't ready yet. And ultimately he ends up going get the pocket pussy up from under the bed and pleasuring himself. And she goes into the room that he has beautifully decorated, all romantical for her bitch ass, and gets on the phone on the floor with the ex nigga. I said, she ain't shit. She ain't shit. And you ain't let this lady disrespect you to this extent. Okay, you let this lady play you so bad, and this is terrible. It is terrible. Like, I don't even know what else to say about it, but you look dumb as hell. Okay, this scene wasn't as disgusting, but it was also quite bothersome. Let's go ahead and move on from there. Okay, let's go to Brittany and Ray. Brittany and Ray weren't as problematic, you know what I'm saying? But still, what's going on here? Like, just some confusion. So Ray is about to be released from the halfway house into Brittany's care. Okay. And she's super excited to have her man not being able to even leave the porch. I said, girl, no grown ass woman should want a man that doesn't leave the house. That means he's a bum. That means he's not doing anything. Like, what's wrong with you? Something's wrong with you. Okay. Like, the fact that you need to have that much control over a man that you happy that he's on confinement to your home. Like, the fact that you want people to not have a choice in the matter. Instead of wanting them to want to be with you, you want them to be forced to be with you. And I just kind of feel like that's a teller of the insecurities, the control issues, and the crazy shit that is going to occur in this relationship. Okay. But he's looking forward to having a lot of sex with her. And she explains to us how she had to get a ring light so she can show him what that puss do for real while he was in prison, because there was a lot of phone sex and feverish masturbation. Okay. Also, the only person that knows that Ray is coming to stay with her is her sister who did her makeup. I thought it was funny that when she was laughing about how, girl, who wouldn't want their man stuck at home, her sister was straight face as a motherfucker. Like, girl, all right, your crazy ass. That shit was funny to me. But her parents don't know that Ray is supposed to be living with her. And Ray does not know that her parents don't know that he's supposed to be living with her. Okay. She asked him, is anybody else coming to pick you up? He says no. She goes to pick his ass up. Guess who rolls up? Grandma. Okay, been in the corner out this bitch. Hey, what's up, bitch? I thought I wasn't going to be here. Look at you. Look at you. Look upset. Oh, don't be upset. You know what I'm saying? Boo, boo. What's up, bitch? Child, that shit was funny as hell to me. Okay, she's like, what is she doing here? Ma'am, you are not the only person in that man's life. Collect yourself. Y'all, Brittany is batshit. He don't know it yet, but he gonna find out. He gonna find out. Brittany's batshit. Let's move on to Rachel and Doug, y'all. So Rachel and Doug are y'all, just as fucked up as they wanna be, y'all. So he wants to go and see his father. His father has like stage 4 liver disease or something like that. His father's dying. Okay. And he doesn't want to take any more time. He wants to go 3 hours away to see him. It's the weekend. He's not supposed to leave, I believe. He's supposed to get permission from his parole officer, but his parole officer isn't answering the phone. So he calls, leaves a message saying where he's going to be, and they just go ahead and leave. Rachel feels like they're being risky, and she doesn't understand why he can't just follow the easy ass rules that they've set out for him. I said, that's because that's what happens when you are a repeat felon. You have a hard ass head and a soft ass. You don't like to listen. You don't like to be told anything because you are ruled by your emotions. You are not a logical thinker. You react. You don't think. And that's the problem. That's why he is where he is. That's why I don't understand why you want to be with a man who has this particular set of issues, and then you sit up there flabbergasted and astounded by him continuing to be in this same frame of mind. He has been in jail all of his adult life. What are you expecting, Rachel? Somebody with common sense? Bitch, a person with common sense would not have been in and out of jail. Therefore, you would not have been this attracted to them. See how that works? You need to change you, Rachel. Just saying. Something wrong with Rachel. Rachel always want a project. or trying to fix somebody. And Rachel needs to fix her own fucking self, because the fact that you want to get into relationships with people that you have to put this much effort towards, no, something's wrong. Okay. But anyway, when they drive out there to see his family, all of his family is extremely happy to see him, with the exception of his mother, who does not come out of the house because the last time she saw Doug, he was disrespectful as fuck to her. So she doesn't want to deal with him. Okay. His family is definitely worried that he might be going back to jail soon. And his dad was scared that he wasn't going to see Doug before he died, because, Doug is just always back and forth to jail. That's what his life has been like, okay? So his family really likes Rachel. That's another thing. They don't want him to fuck it up because they recognize that Rachel is like winning a lottery card for Doug's, poor, uneducated ass. Like, I don't even know what else to say about him. He's such a... Y'all, his attitude is just so... Like, I'm so over people like this, y'all. Like, the way he talked to his sister... Like, okay, so here's what happened. So Doug got two sisters, right? And one of the sisters raised Dougie for a little while, okay? I guess she must have got Dougie from his mom when his mom's drug habit got so bad, okay? So when they were sitting out there talking, she was like, I'm going to go and get the letters that I found in your room that you used to write about how terrible it was living with me. And Dougie was like, don't you fucking dare go and get them letters, okay? I'm dead ass. Don't go and get those letters, okay? Stop that shit. She was basically trying to embarrass him in front of everybody. He's a fucking kid, and y'all have raised him to not have emotion. He's a child, and as soon as he gets emotional, you telling him to suck that shit up, okay? He wrote about how he felt, and now his aunt, who he lived with, wants to expose his feelings and further embarrass him in front of the family. The other sister, the youngest sister, who could not take him in even though she wanted to because her husband is a felon. Y'all, I feel like that's such a stupid fucking rule. Like, I get it, but that's such a dumb rule. Because a lot of times y'all keep kids from going into households where they would be more safe. And then other times you might be protecting them from being in a house with molester. But I feel like as long as somebody hasn't, done anything to kids, I don't understand why it matters, because felons have children too. So I don't understand why they can't be around kids or being in the same household with kids unless they didn't touch the kid. Okay. That's my only thing. But whatever. The sister is like, yo, she treated Dougie terribly. And, Doug is screaming and hollering about how he doesn't give a fuck, because Dougie was probably, stressing her out, and she was probably disciplining him, and she wants the best for him. And he starts to scream at his sister and tell her to shut the fuck up, bitch, because he don't like the fact that she's telling him that you put your son in another fucked up situation by putting him with her, because she was abusing him while she had him. He didn't like that. It wasn't about, oh no, she was doing what was bad. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. The first one, the mama, a fucking dope addict. You are in jail. And then he goes with your sister, who didn't give a fuck about your son to the point where she told a stranger to come and get him and never asked for him back. And you said that in a confessional, and you still think that lady love and care about your son? Any woman that really loved and cared about your son would not have been okay with him going to stay with a fucking stranger in infamy for forever, whatever. Don't bring him back. She did that shit almost. I feel like she did it because she had to, or felt like because who Doug is to her, she loved Doug, so she wanted to do it. But I definitely feel like she probably emotionally abused that little boy based on his response to her, and the way her energy was crazy as fuck to me. Her face, it was something about her that made me feel like everything that sister with the purple hair said was absolutely right. And she didn't dispute it either. Doug was doing all the screaming and howling. She never disputed the shit once. And the fact that she wanted to put his feelings out there on Front Street as something to make fun of, bitch, he's a 12-year-old boy who feels like nobody really loves him or cares about him because none of his family is really responsible for him. And you got the motherfucking audacity to take this moment that's supposed to be happy and try to embarrass him further? Something is wrong with her. And the fact that Doug didn't realize that something is wrong with his fucking sister to the point where now you didn't curse the other one out and called her a bitch and all of that, completely out of pocket, completely disrespectful. And it tells me that Doug is going to continue to be emotionally abusive to that kid. And when Rachel went to hurry up and hug him, even though people might have thought that Lil Dougie was being this, I felt like Lil Dougie is a product of his environment. If Lil Dougie is being an asshole, it's because his daddy's an asshole, his aunt is an asshole, his mama was an asshole. What y'all expect from him? I'm glad that Rachel was there to show him affection. He is a fucking kid. I hate when people act like kids are just so grown and they should have so much more understanding than they do. He's a kid that's never been shown the compassion and probably the love and attention that he should have. And I am bothered by the way everybody responded. I really am. And I'm glad that he has Rachel. And I really hope that no matter what, Rachel is able to stay in that little boy's life. Honestly, Rachel, if I were you, I would be trying to be that little boy's not biological. I would try to adopt him. If you really love him, and I would ask to try to get parental rights to him. That way, if you and Doug break up, it doesn't mean you have to stop being a parent to that kid. Because I cannot imagine what will happen to him if y'all break up and he no longer has you. That means he has nobody that has any type of emotional support for him in his life. And when he grows up to be just like his fucking dad, in and out of jail, I don't want to hear anything about how. Okay? Kids have feelings. Stop asking them to not have feelings. You're insane. Oh my God. Let's move on to the next couple that really disgusted me. We didn't have them for long, but they disgusted the fuck out of me. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't understand why Anissa wants so badly to have sex with a man with no teeth. Y'all, Jeff is disgusting. And I'm sorry, but you're a dope addict with no teeth in your mouth and you don't look clean. You look like you're waiting to give her an STD. And she's up here spending money on you. Can't wait to meet with you so she can get your STD infested flaccid dick that probably can't even get up because you're a dope addict. I mean, I'm sorry, I had to say. Oh, you like your water bottle? It's nice. Okay, that's cute. Babe, can you put some ice in mine? All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Yes, Anissa is desperate. But you know what like baffles me? There are so many people out in the world that are looking to get money from an old bitch and fuck her. Like, there are so many men that are not dope addicts that are just homeless that would be happy to fuck your little wrinkle ass up and take your money and show up to give you the dick appointment. Why do you insist on messing with this man that has never been available to you the 3 years you've been trying to fuck with him? He's gotten out of jail over and over and over. I mean, more than 3 years. I forgot how many years it's been, but it's been 3 times that he's gotten out of jail and he still uses you and plays you dust. Why can't you find homeless dick that will take your money and then give you the dick? I don't understand, Anissa. He's disgusting. I don't understand. I'm at a loss. She was supposed to go shopping with him. He says, sorry, the guy who's supposed to put my ankle monitor on, thank you. The guy who's supposed to put my ankle monitor on says he can't do it right now. So I can't go with you. But I still need money. Do you think you can drop those clothes off and that money and drop it off in the courtyard and I'll just go out there and get it? She did that. And then she complained about not getting dick in the car. I said, you should have complained about not getting dick at that moment and kept all your shit. Took all them clothes back, got your money and your receipt back and told him to find somebody else to give him some motherfucking money. Because the agreement was dick, money, and clothes. Just saying. I feel like that was the understood agreement. That was the non-verbal agreement that Anissa and Jeff had. So I'm just sitting up here like, girl, the fact that you even wanted to have sex with him is just upsetting and disgusting. And you need to do better, ma'am. There has to be some hick out there with bad teeth that's also not a dope addict. I just feel like there's so many people out here in this world that she could like go and fuck on, and it wouldn't be all of this, and it would be far less disgusting. I can't. Thank you. Anyway, y'all, like that's all I have for this show. Y'all know we coming back at 3, but I'm probably gonna come back a little earlier than that for y'all know Sunday on Owns. Put a ring on it. Family or fiance, Loving Marriage Huntsville. He looks like he was passed out on the bus from heroin. That's yes, that's where his money went. Absolutely. He's like he's never heard of deodorant. No, he's heard of it, but it's like deodorant, dope. Deodorant, dope. Dope. That's what it's like. And don't get me wrong, Jeff. I know a good dope high. I know a good dope high, boy. Percocet. And I've actually had morphine at the hospital. So don't get me wrong. I have had a morphine drip and I understand. But you wouldn't, you wouldn't. Hey, I had surgery. The fuck? I had surgery. Oh, I know it. I do. I'm just saying, anybody that's ever had Percocets, any type of surgery, knows that when that dope high hits you and that Zofran come down so you don't feel all heavy like somebody just dropped a fucking ton on you, it is amazing, okay? But it's not safe. It's not good for you. It's not what you should do, okay? You shouldn't be out here just doing dope all willy-nilly. It's not what's hot, okay? You know why? Because you end up looking like Jeff. Okay, your teeth, your face, your body, you're killing yourself. It's disgusting. Please stop. Please stop. Okay. I get it though. I get it. I'm not even gonna say I don't get it. I want you to understand I get it. But make better choices, Jeff. Okay, make better choices. It don't seem like you will though. You say, listen, after my emergency surgery, I truly understand. Not that morphine drip. Listen. Those of us who've had these situations know we get it, but you have to have a area in your mind that says, I really do want my life and my body more than I want this drug habit. Like there has to be a level of self-preservation there. That wisdom tooth laughing gas. Child. Ooh. I've never had laughing gas. I had hydrocodone for my wisdom teeth surgery. I didn't get the hype. All it did was make me tired. I don't know what to tell you about that. Okay. Them perks in hospital have you proposing to the nurse. Listen. After I had a C-section, I had perks and oxy. It was great sleep, but I didn't get hooked. No, I mean, it takes you got to be on that shit for at least 14 days for your body to physically get hooked on it. So there's that. But I'm just saying that it feels good, especially if you're in pain, it feels good. So that's why I'm saying I understand where he's coming from. I don't want to completely get up here and talk bad about people like this as if I don't understand where they're coming from with having addictions. But what I am saying is fucking stop. Please stop. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go and I'm going to come back, okay, in a few for Weekends on Own with me. With me. So I hope you guys will be back. Okay, so give me a second, and we'll be back. All right. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for the view.